Chicago Fire will lose important members of Firehouse 51 after the confirmed exits of Jake Lockett's Sam Carver and Michael Bradway's Jack Damon. However, Daniel Kirry's Darren Ritter will have a limited return for Season 14 after it was reported that Ritter's time at Firehouse 51 was over after the Chicago Fire Season 13 finale. While Ritter's return is welcome, the fact that it's limited is disappointing because the Chicago Fire alum deserves to continue his tenure for a full season. Ritter has also been somewhat of an underdeveloped character, but his chemistry and camaraderie with Carver, Violet McCarmy, and his fellow firefighters have made him an admirable presence on the One Chicago series. Daniel Kirry is returning to Chicago Fire Season 14 for a limited time. Alberto Rosand as Blake Gallo and Daniel Kirry as Darren Ritter with Tuesday in Chicago Fire. Ritter's time at Firehouse 51 ending is a major letdown, considering his small role during the Season 13 finale. Ritter is one of the most caring and respected firefighters at Firehouse 51, who has developed lasting friendships with Carver and Violet, Blake Gallo, and, recently, Lizzie Novak. Ritter has also had some intriguing storylines, including coming out as gay to Herman and his relationships with travel agent Eric Woodruff and CPD officer Dwayne Morris. Ritter's bond with Gallo and Violet was also memorable because they constantly communicated with each other, including their interest in starting a microbrewery business. While Ritter's moments are special, they lack the screen time necessary to be fully fleshed out, making his character appear more like a sidekick rather than a primary role. Ritter has an opportunity to conclude his story on a high note during his limited run in Season 14, but it'll have to be a major storyline that hits home. Why bringing back Kirry just to write out Ritter in Chicago Fire Season 14 is bad. Carver and Ritter in Chicago Fire Season 13, too. Kirry's role as Ritter was reportedly cut out of Chicago Fire due to budget cuts in relation to this and several Dick Wolf shows produced by Wolf Entertainment. Although Ritter can have a significant part in Season 14, it's upsetting to have him only return for a certain number of episodes when his character deserves more time. Since Ritter's personal relationships were short-lived, the show could perhaps find a way to give him a deeper love story that could serve as a happy ending for the character. Or Ritter could have a larger role involving a massive fire rescue or arson case that will jeopardize his career. These high-stakes scenarios have been lacking in Ritter's characterization. Although Ritter's time on Chicago Fire is coming to an end, a potential return in the future isn't out of the question since other One Chicago characters like Antonio Dawson have returned full-time. Ritter's Firehouse 51 exit is frustrating, considering he has more to offer on the show, and his friendships at 51 were funny and heartwarming.